Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Whatever time of day you are watching this, hope you are having a fantastic day. And welcome to the player ratings. Oh my God, I haven't even changed the background screen there. Where it finished, Nottingham Forest 1, Crystal Pointless 0. And what did I tell you guys about this team? They are a pointless team. There's no point in them being in the Premier League. They're just there to make up the numbers. And I was proven right. Look, guys, let's be real. Probably one of the worst performances I've seen this season for Nottingham Forest. It was atrocious. It was drop back, low block, retreat to the halfway line. It was the polar opposite of what we saw against Spurs. And for me, that can't go unpunished or uncriticised. But if you'd said to me before the game, take an ugly 1-0 win, take a crap performance, but you get the 3 points, I'd have bitten your goddamn hand off. But there still is a lot we've got to get into. Before we get into everything, guys, there's over 100 of you in here. Please hit that like button. Subscribe as well to the channel if you are new. And more importantly than football and everything else right now, is how giving this community is. We are going to give this away at the end of the stream. This special edition Nottingham Forest shirt with the lovely charity that is Nottingham Hospital's charity. We'll be giving that shirt away at the end of the stream. This giveaway is the members giveaway. So if you want to be in that and you want to donate 99p towards the cause, look at us. Thanks to Nottingham Now and Then for adding another £101 to it. He's donated £601. We are at 1,427. So please, firstly, you need to be a subscriber. Then hit that join button. The 99p you pay for the membership will go to Nottingham Hospital's charity. And you'll become a member, so you get that membership for the month as well. But you'll be automatically enlisted for the giveaway. So make sure you stick around to the end if you're a member, because it's giveaway time and we're going to do it with a wheel of death as well. It's going to be brilliant. So guys, get joining in if you want a chance to win that. We'll be doing that probably in about 45 minutes or so. With that said, guys, let's get into the game. Now, we talked about it before the match. He giveth, he taketh away. He giveth and then he taketh away. He took away Cook. He put in Worrall. I was fine with that. Look, I've got loads of issues with Worrall, as I said many times throughout the month. But give me Worrall over Cook any day of the week. But he was crap today, in all honesty. I didn't think he was great. He gave away a penalty. Zaha, the absolute bender, couldn't put it in. What is it with Nottingham Forest as Kayus becomes a member and enters himself into the draw? Imagine these late ones coming in. The chances are all equal. You'll see it'll all be fairly done on the screen. Thank you for donating 99p towards the charity and good luck to you towards the end of the stream. But what is it with Forest and giving away penalties? Why are our defenders so rash in their challenges? Why can't they be composed? Why is Bidet not even able to make the subs bench against Spurs? And he's probably back in France right now thinking and watching that game and looking at it and thinking, are you for real, Cooper? That is in front of me. I can't even get on the goddamn bench. It's an absolute joke. But we held out. Look, Palace were poor. Palace were terrible. There's no way of sugarcoating how bad Palace were. Even at the end, I was saying to the chat in the live stream, I don't feel like they're throwing the kitchen sink at us. It just was weird. It was weird. They had a free kick very late on. The ref should have blown before that. But they made us able to win. I guarantee you, if we are playing a team that wasn't a pointless team, we would have lost that today. But I don't care. I don't care. The 3 points are so much more important right now. It's pushed us up to 18th. We sign off. I go into my birthday next Friday in 18th place if Wolves lose to Arsenal. And with 3 points in gift wrapped in a birthday present for me. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Look, overall, I've got real issues with the substitutions. What is Cooper thinking with these substitutions? I don't understand the logic or the philosophy that goes through his mind that allows him to wait so long into the game before he starts thinking about making a change. Let me just show you the substitutions. Let's have a look at him here. The first substitution was in the 71st minute. 71st. We scored in the 57th minute. He took off Kouyate, who looked injured, for Colback. So you can't even really call that a substitution. Thank you, Michael. I will be 21, absolutely, as well. But thank you for the birthday wishes. Then his actual first real substitution was in the 81st minute. It was Morgan Gibbs-White for Lewis O'Brien. It was a double sub. He also took off Lodi for Williams. I don't know. And this is part of the frustration. This is why I don't want Cooper in charge, because tactically he's not aware. At halftime, we were screaming out to put on a number 9. You can't play those three. He shoehorns Jesse Lingard into the team. It doesn't work. You either play Lingard or you play MG Dub in the number 10 role. It doesn't work either way. Look, we found out in the stream that Dennis was ill. Yet again, more lack of news and information coming to us fans about the players' states and their fitnesses. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. But it doesn't matter. It's 1-0 to Forest. It's 3 points in the bag. But I am telling you, if you guys are going to get ahead of yourselves after this game, watch it back. Watch back how poor it was. Our possession stats were atrocious. I think we were in the 30s for possession at home. We were not playing Real Madrid. We were playing Crystal Pointless. And we were respecting them as if they were Real goddamn Madrid. But again, the points are more important. But I just want to underline, and don't get me wrong, I'll take that every match for the rest of the season. Forest win 1-0 every match. Playing that shit football, I'll take it. But God damn it, don't flower it up. That's all I ask of you today. We'll get into the player ratings. Look, the goal itself, the Morgan Gibbs-White goal, for those of you who haven't seen it yet. VAR comes to our rescue. I'm not going to flower it up. I need to see it back. I saw the replays of it. To me, he looked offside. Maybe that's VAR leveling itself off for what the crap they did to us last week. But we'll take it. The ball was shot by Johnson. It was parried out by the keeper, came to Gibbs-White. He nicely slots it into the far corner. I didn't know what was going on at the time. I kind of thought he's definitely offside. Then they went and reviewed it, did their lines and stuff, and gave it. But hey, 3 points up to 18th. Unfortunately, Boring Mouth won today, which would have taken us out of relegation. For me, that would have been a huge lift going into the World Cup break to be out of the relegation zone. But I'll take 18th as long as Arsenal tonk Wolves tonight. But let's not overflower it. Let's be happy with the 3 points, but let's scrutinize the performance. That is what proper fans should be doing. Understanding that the 3 points are the be-all and end-all, but understanding that if we carry on with performances like that, it will not work. Tactically, Cooper is nowhere. I'm sorry, and I don't give a shit who I upset. Cooper is nowhere near a Premier level league manager tactically. He hasn't got a damn clue. He can't see what we see. He can't see that a striker needs to be on that pitch. He wants to shoehorn in Lingard. We did the vote yesterday. Most of the fan base was saying, don't shoehorn him in. Play one or the other. And I would agree with that. But let's say I was right. Man-made megaphone. It wasn't Lingard who scored. It was MG Dub. Love it. Okay, so let's get into the player ratings. Please keep hitting those like buttons. Come on, guys. 200 of you and 35 likes. I've just told you it's going to be my birthday on Friday. Hit that like if you want to wish me a happy birthday. Or if you don't like me, either way. Let's get into this. So we've reset the team. Look at our scoreline. It's lovely, but it doesn't tell the whole story, guys. It doesn't tell the whole story. I guess we get into the player ratings, guys, and let's see. And as always, we will shout out the member player ratings. So get your ratings in. Please remember, in about half an hour or so, this will be parting ways to one of the members. So if you want to get yourself in the draw, hit that join button. 99p is going to charity, and you get yourself in for a chance to win on the Wheel of Doom. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, let's start with Henderson. Let's bring up Hendo. Nothing too much to complain about. Again, distribution, not really spot on. Honestly, Palace didn't really threat. I just want to bring up the game stats for you guys. Give me 2 secs. Bear with me, caller. Your call is important to us. So let's have a look at the stats. Forest had 9 shots, 2 on target. This tells you what Henderson had to do. Palace, should I say, 8 shots, 0 on target. Kind of sums it up, guys. Kind of sums it up. So he didn't have much to do. So I guess we really look at his distribution. Distribution was better, but not great, is what I would say. But let me give you, before we go into Henderson, possession. This is my point I'm making. 31% possession at home against Crystal Pointless is a fucking joke. It really is. We gave up 69% possession. We had 281 passes to their 624 passes. It was a poor performance. But that's all that matters right here. 1-0 to the Reds. That's all that matters. And look, we'll go from it. For me, not much for him to do. Nothing really to mark him down. Look, even the penalty, the Bender Zaha couldn't hit it on target. He dragged it left of the trend end as he's looking at it. Missed completely. He did send Hendo the wrong way. All he had to do was hit the target. If that goes in, it's a different whole ball game going on, guys. But it's 1-0 to Forest. We'll take it. For me, a simple 7 for Henderson. Nothing to do. And as always, he doesn't do much wrong. He's just got to work on those distributions. Let's see what you lovely lads and ladies are saying in the chat. While I'm reading it, it will be members only that I'm reading. So hit that member button, but give yourself a chance to 1, be charitable to Nottingham Hospital Charities, and 2, to get yourself in for the draw at the end of the show. Right, here we go. Red Nosty Sharky saying 6 didn't have anything to do. Nella Dan is stating that was 0 shots on target. Stoney giving him 5 middle of the road. Red Nosty 6. Sony saying distribution was Dean giving him a 6. No saves needed. Chris saying didn't have much to do, 7. Red Nosty saying 6. Stoney saying 5. Southpaw saying 2 poor teams today. Couldn't agree more. Shanghai Noon saying 7. Nothing to do. They have 0 shots. Yeah, exactly. Vic giving him a 7. James giving him a 7. Adam Shelton, that is, giving him a 6. Didn't have much to do, but distribution was still poor. Red Nosty, I feel like I've read Red Nostys about 7 times. Richard saying 5, poor distribution still. Random saying 6, held the ball too long. Nottingham now and then giving him a 6.5. So everyone's about a 6 or a 7 on Hendo. Let's get him for the latecomers, you see, because I listen to you guys. We'll put them on the screen as well. So anyone jumping in late will have a chance to look at it. While we move on to Aurier, please do hit the likes. We're over 50 likes now with 200 of you beautiful Reds in here. Okay, so let's bring up Aurier. He was a fine, but it wasn't an Aurier performance by the standards he sets, if you see what I'm saying. It was solid, did his job, but it wasn't the wow Aurier. And that's harsh to say, because really he's set the bar so high, yeah, that he can't do that game in, game out. I thought it was good defensively. He kept the likes of Zaha and Eddie quite quiet, to be honest. But the problem was, because we were playing so deep, it doesn't really help him. It doesn't really help him. And let's see those Aurier emojis from the members. I love it, man. Good old Aurier. So I think you have to say, with the other thing I want to mention, guys, just a little fun fact for you. Cookie dropped for the Spurs game. Cookie dropped for the Palace game. 0 goals conceded, 0 goals conceded. Just saying. Anyway, I'm going to give Aurier a nice, safe, comfortable, well-played 7 out of 10. Because it wasn't an Aurier-esque performance, but he was good. It wasn't like he did against Brentford or against Spurs or what have you, but he was very, very solid. I've got no complaints at all with Aurier. What are you guys saying? Well, let's have a quick look. Dan saying an 8. James giving him an 8. Stoney's giving him a 2, 4, 6, 7. Red Nasty saying 8, kept Zaha quiet. Southpaw saying, like Aurier, still done what he's supposed to do. I agree with that. Nottingham Now and Then saying solid 8. Sharky saying 6.5, did a job, but a little underwhelming. Random's giving him a 7. 7 from Richards. Brings solidity to the back. Vic, hopefully, he's just spamming the Aurier emojis. I don't think he's giving him a 3. Chris is giving a 7.5, best player today. And James is... Where's he gone? James giving him a 2, 4, 5. No, he's just spamming him. He's just spamming him. Southpaw giving him a 7.5. Red Nasty giving him an 8. James, Adam Shelton 7. Vic 7.5. Miski giving him a 7. Stoney saying we shouldn't be flattered by these wins. We played a good team, yes, but it was against a poor Spurs and a poor Crystal Palace. I think you're spot on. Forest on top, my bro from TikTok gives him a 7. Good to see you, man. And James gives him a 7. That's James Davis. Nella saying it's funny how we get a win with a clean sheet and we rate our players lower than when we scrape together a draw. But Nella, we have to call the performance how it was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dino, good to see you, man. Dino giving him a solid 7 as well. I think we're pretty much in agreement on Aurier's performance there. So let's get that up on the board, put him down for a 7. And let's talk about Worrall. I didn't think he was very good today, is my honest assessment of him. He gave away the penalty. He looked a little flustered. Let's just bring him up quickly. He looked a little flustered. Now, is that down to ring rust or is it down to him being shit? I think it's a bit of both. But do I prefer that pairing of Boly and Worrall? Yes, I do. What would I do going into the next game? I'd go Bidet and Boly, or I'd go Boly, because Bidet is rip, isn't he? I'd probably put Boly at right back, and then I'd bring McKenna in at left back, and I'll see how McKenna works. Icy saying, are you joking? Worrall was a unit. Did you not see the penalty giveaway, man? I think he looked rusty, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. Look, we kept a clean sheet, so he's part of that. But if we're going to stick with Worrall, he needs a couple of games. So he needs to be careful. But I still saw a lot of the potential issues that worried me in the first place about Worrall when I called him out a couple of months ago. I'm going to give Worrall a 6 for me. You guys may agree or disagree. That's the whole point in this show. Let's see what you guys are saying. Where do I scroll back to? Icy saying, right, listen, if we're not putting Remo and Yates as 10s, I'll be fuming. A dynamic duo. Okay, we'll get on to them. Danella says, I know 100% agree. Stoney's giving him a 6. Immortal Wolf's giving him a 6. Stoney's saying he put some good tackles in. I've read what Icy said, saying Worrall was a unit. But then Miski goes and says, Worrall made me nervous. Still better than Cook of 5. Dean says 6 looks rusty. James says Worrall showed he has not got Prem class, giving him a 5. Boly and McKenna or Boly and Bidet says Stoney. Random saying 6. Poor passes a couple of times and gave the penalty away, but was good in the air when called upon. He was good in the air today, to be positive towards him. He was. Nella Dan saying bad, better. But I think he means Bidet better get some game time when we play Valencia over this break. I mean, are we that desperate to see him that we'll settle for a goddamn friendly? Vic's giving him a 5. Shanghai Noon's giving him a 7. Oh my. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you. I really hope you enjoyed the victory. You deserve those tickets, man. I hope you enjoyed your day. Steady says, however, from an advice standpoint, 6 is a fair point. Sharky's giving him a 6. Icy, after all that's giving him a solid 6. Oh, he's changed it to a 7. I mean, Icy, you said he was next level, man. You're giving him a 7. And then, who did get man of the match at the ground? I don't know. We'll give you ours in a second. So that was Worrall from me, a 6. Let's get him up there. 2 seconds. For you latecomers, a 6 for me. And let's move on to Boly. Boly I was impressed with. Boly I felt held that back line together quite well. I can't think of anything he did that scared the crap out of me. I think Boly's quite solid. I wrote him off after the Villa match. But for me, maybe Boly in a 4 is a lot better than Boly in a 3. I think he was okay, guys. I think he was okay. I prefer Boly to Worrall. I really do. And you know what I like, and I've said this many times about centre backs, is when you don't notice them, I feel like they've had a good game. But I think he was all right. I think he was all right. So I didn't notice him. He didn't make any major mistakes for me. I'm gonna go with just a 7 for Boly. I think his solid performance. You gotta remember the lack of game time this guy has had. He's been chucked in. He's also playing in his wrong position as well. He's more right-sided than left-sided. Oh, whoops. What am I doing here? I'm giving him a 7. Hey, Tim. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for becoming a member, and thank you for donating with that membership fee to the Nottingham Hospital's charity. That's so, so kind of you. And Sam, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel as well. So let me get the rating up, then I'll shout out the members' scores. So we're going to give, well, I'm going to give Boly a 7. Let's see what you guys are saying. No doubt there'll be differences of opinion, which is exactly what I want to see. Stoney saying he prefers Worrall. James is giving him a solid 8. Paul's giving Boly a 7. Stone's giving him a 6. Bobby's giving him a Worrall a 7. Need him instead. Southpaw Red says made some good tackles, 7. Chocker Block, you absolute legend. Thank you for the donation to the charity by becoming a member. Stick around, make sure you're in for the draw as soon as we finish the player ratings. We're going to get into it. You lovely, lovely Forest fans. I love you guys so much. Random says, Boly was solid. He was out of position a few times. Freuler had to cover 6.5. Bobby's giving Boly a 7. Sharky's giving him an 8. Adam Shelton's giving him a 7.5. Who did I just say? You guys are typing so fast. You guys are typing so fast. Shanghai News giving Boly a 7. Apart from the pen, I think our defense was solid today. There's a few little bits of ring rust here and there, but I thought Boly was, for me, Boly was a bit better than Worrall, and Worrall gave away the penalty. Stone says Boly being right-sided works well with my preferred Kouyate Boly pairing. Yeah, I would be happy with that. Colour's saying Boly and McKenna from now on until Kouyate comes back. I agree. Thomas Maguire, thank you so much, bro, for becoming a member and donating your 99p to the Nottingham Hospital City. Guys, the beauty of this is, and I'll remind you what Nottingham Now and Then said, if one person donates £100, it's exactly the same as 100 people donating £1. If we get 100 of you donating 99p, we can give that all to the charity as well. And we're going to get closer and closer to our target of £2,000. I am jaw-droppingly like gobsmacked by the amount you guys have raised. It's unreal. And I've still got the members subscriptions to add on to that. So we're getting definitely ever and ever closer to it. So thank you all for your generosity. Michael Topham's giving him a 7. Bobby's saying, Attaboy Tim. Lovely team. Thank you so much. Nella Della's saying 4 a.m. here. I should probably go to sleep. Get some rest. Thank you for tuning in. Tim setting us off with Boly as a 6. Chris giving him a 7. And oh my God, there's so many. What did I just say? Chris, wasn't it? Choco Block said, glad to be a member. Choco, I'm glad you're a part of the family now. Thank you so much. James is giving Boly a 6 and Worrall a 6. Dean's giving Boly a 6. Choco Block's giving him a 7. Nella Dan saying, one last thing I'll say to bring some positivity. It's very good to see us actually have some attacking pressure and the ability to score goals compared to the start of the season. I don't know about the pressure, bro, but it's good to see some goals. But I'll take your point. Pleasure, mate, says Thomas. No, it's the gratitude's all from me. Tim says, thought that Kouyate might be crooked for World Cup. Would have been gutted for him. Stanley says, we have 200 people in here. If everyone donates £1, he's absolutely spot on. He's absolutely spot on. If everyone donates £1, we'll be up to an extra £204, which would be unreal. Unreal. And in fact, we're on 208 now with 60 likes. And also, while you're donating, please do hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're flying with new members today. This is your central hub for everything Nottingham Forest. The watch-alongs, the player ratings, the daily Forest news, the fan forums, the Forest forums as well. Anything you guys want to see, we will make it happen for you here. Okay, let's move on to Lodi. I thought he was better in the Spurs game. I didn't think he was bad at all today. He did his job. He was solid. Bill Turner, thank you so much for your donation and becoming a member as well. You're in for the draw as well for this beautiful. Let me show it off one more time. It's a double XL, so it'll be perfect for anyone who's as chiseled as me, or if you're going to the city ground, get yourself a jumper underneath and you can wear the shirt with pride, flashing off the beautiful Forest emblem as well. And we just had a £20 donation as well. Sorry, I missed the name. Let's get it from John. John, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for donating £20. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. Hey, another goal for Forest. Let me turn that off. So John donating £20. Thank you so much. And of course, the huge donation here from Nottingham Now and Then with the £101. Mark, thank you so much for the £2. Mark's gone Worrall, man of the match. My God, I don't think I agree with that, but you're entitled to your opinion, bro, as always. Okay, let's move on to Lodi. I need to get Lodi up. Let's get Lodi in a bit. Boly. Let's bring Lodster on. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably going to give him a 7, so I might as well just leave it there. It was good. It was good, but it wasn't brilliant. I kind of say similar things to him that I would have said about Aurier, where Aurier, Paul with the £2 super chat. Thank you so much, Paul. You're so generous. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I think a 7 is a fair result, and it's almost the same kind of copy and paste rhetoric that I said about Aurier. He wasn't at the level he was in the Spurs match, but he did his job. He didn't do anything to annoy me today. And for me, that scores him a 7. Look, we kept a clean sheet. 7s across the back. Yes, maybe a little harsh on Worrall, but he gave away the penalty. It was clumsy. I think it's quite fair across the back and quite consistent. I don't think we've ever had a consistent rating like that. Let's see what you guys are saying. So, Stoney is giving the Lodmeister 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Michael's giving him a 7. Tim saying, thought Lodi looked much more assured today, seemed more composed, and will give him a solid 7. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of sliding on his ass, which was good to see. I'm going to give Martin a shout out because I love Martin. The last 5 matches, Forest have played better than the 8 other teams in the bottom half of the table. And Adam, because Adam's just a cool little kid as well, Lodi gave him a 7. James is giving Lodi an 8. Red Nosty saying 6 for Lodi. Vanilla Dan with a £5 donation. You're so generous. Dan, thank you so much. I thought you were off to bed, man, but thank you for taking the time to donate. That's so generous of you. Michael Topham is saying, are existing members in the draw? Yes, absolutely. Existing members are all in the draw as well, because you guys are paying as well. It's not just new members. It's every single member. You'll see all your names on the wheel. I mean, there's a lot of members. So I think we've got about 120 to 130 members, something like that. So your chances of winning are pretty good. But members, we're doing another giveaway for the members as well tomorrow. And we're doing another giveaway. We've got 3 shirts to give away. And that one will be for anyone who's directly donated as well. I just want to try and cover every base, make it as fair as I can. And of course, more importantly, make sure we're raising money for this wonderful charity. Choco-Block is giving Lodi an 8. He's really finding himself now. It makes me emotional to see all these players turning a corner. Dean's giving him a 7. Adam's giving him a 7.5. Chris is giving Lodi a 7 today. And James is giving him a 7. There's so many 7s for Lodi. Michael's giving him a 7. Thomas is giving Lodi a 7. Bobby's giving him a 7. Nella Dan saying, cheeky late night spend before I do a Marinakis. Call the millionaire himself. Yeah, give him a shout, man. See if he wants to donate. Red Nuss is saying double XL won't fit me, so if by luck I won't, please donate it to someone else. You can always give it to a friend, bro, but if you want to go down that route, that's absolutely fine. Southpaw saying he wasn't sexy enough for the Brazilian team. He's sexy enough for the Forest team. So, Lodi, I really honestly think that's the most unanimous numbers I've seen from everyone on a single player. There's the odd one that was slightly different, but it felt to me, just off what I saw, that there's a lot of 7s in the chat for Lodi. So I think we're not too far off. Okay, let's move into the midfield and let's move into Yates. What did Yates do today? I remember him running forward as a centre forward, leaving a massive hole when he didn't win the ball and not tracking back quick enough. But overall, look, I think the midfield for me, they didn't do anything wrong, but they didn't do anything right. It's like, how can I describe it? How can I describe it? They didn't control the midfield. The problem I had with it is that we were playing too deep. We're just playing too deep. And I think that was Cooper's fault and the instructions. But like the midfield battled, but there was no flow in the game between the defense of the midfield and the midfield to attack. It's like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? You can't sit there and say, oh, Yates was shit today because he didn't do this, that, or the other. But for me, there's just nothing happening in the midfield in terms of controlling the ball. And I'm comparing it to Spurs, the Spurs game. The way we controlled that midfield with Mangala and O'Brien and Yates in there was night and day. And I would say Crystal Pointless are a crapper team than Spurs. As bad as Spurs were, they controlled the team a lot. They controlled the midfield a lot better. Did he work hard? Of course he did. Did he do anything wrong? No. For me, it's generally this whole team is like a 7 out of 10 across the board, there or thereabouts, maybe plus or minus 1 for a few of the players. So I'm going to give Yates a 7. He put a shift in, got stuck in, but there's nothing from the whole midfield I'm talking about going forward. And it was really frustrating to see how deep our midfield was playing. So again, it's just a 7 for me. It's a 7 for Yatesy. Hope that makes sense. That's only my opinion, but of course you guys can agree or disagree with it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hussein is giving Yates a 9. No, bro. I mean, it's your opinion. It's up to you, but I feel it was a 7 out of 10. If I was to mark the whole team right now, I'd give the team like a 6.5. Yeah, I know it's weird. I know it's weird because we won the match, but I'm judging it on the way we played as well. Yeah, so just kind of let that sink in. Stoney's giving him a 2, 4, 6, 8 out of 10. Southpaw's giving him a 7. James is giving him a 6. IT's saying Yates was playing unreal. I won't go that far. Tim's saying 7.5 for Yates. Tried very hard, put body on the line and helped thwart, I think that's meant to say, Eze. Yeah, he was good against Eze. But I just don't feel that midfield is balanced enough. There's like Freuler's playing. We'll get on to Freuler in a second. But anyway, Bobby's saying Yates a 5. This is a problem. Icy giving him a 4. Dean saying 8, man of the match for me. So many tackles, broke up attacks, so passionate. You know what I love about Yates is that you get 10s and you get 5s with him. It's just hilarious in a nice way to see what you guys are saying. Thomas saying Yates did a lot of unseen work. Solid again and put himself on the line as always a 7. I'm going to shout out Tommy here. Says Kouyate and Yates can't pass or create. O'Brien needs to play. I actually fully agree with that point. I really do. Chocoblock says Yates a 7. I'm not sure how he got man of the match, but wasn't bad. But he got man of the match at the ground. Really? Again? Anyway. Stone the Third says 8, my highest rating. I'm giving him today, but not man of the match. Casinio says, wow, we missed Mangala and O'Brien. Spot on. Michael saying, wife just broke my the screen kicked up as all of you are getting your messages in. Wife just broke my Forest promotion glass. No way. Back to the city ground for a new one. Any excuse, Michael, any excuse. Chris says Yates looks so much better with O'Brien and Mangala 7. Yeah, and I think that's right. If he's got those two players around him, it helps him become a better player as well. He's not the one who drives the other two to play better. O'Brien and Mangala, for me, are the first names on the sheet. James giving him a 5. Chooses to go backwards instead of going forward. It's a passing issue with him. Red Nosty says 7. Sharky's saying Yates is a John McGovern for him. Michael saying 8 for Yates, got stuck in and broke the play up. Adam Shelton's giving him a 7. Steady saying him and Freuler are seeming like our engines. However, Yates ain't man at a match. Robert saying keep on going in and out of focus. Am I? I don't think I am. Maybe you'll just check your quality. Check it's on 1080p. Shanghai Noon's giving Yates an 8. Stone saying Worrall almost made a mess of it. Sharky saying Yates the magician vanishes. Thomas saying O'Brien, Mangala and Yates should be our midfield locked in. I agree with 2 out of those 3. And Chock-a-Block says Yates would annoy the hell out of me if I played against him. That's what I like about him. I get that, guys, but I also, it keeps going to, just force it to 1080p. I've reset the internet. Everything's absolutely fine. I haven't dropped a single frame. So just instead of having it on auto, just put it to 1080p. Chaka says, I think he means Yates went in and out of focus, not you, Wolverine. And then Xenia says, Gibbs-white, a joy to watch. That pass to Surridge was quality. He put a lot of decent through balls in. So I'm going with the 7 on Yatesy. Please get us to 100 likes. We are 22 away from it, and we've got like 240 people in here. So please do hit that like button as we move forward. Oh my god, there's so many 7s on the screen. So Freuler. For me, Freuler is being played too deep. I wasn't fully impressed with him today, if I'm being honest with you guys. He had a couple of ropey passes at the start that went backwards. That nearly cost us early on. I can't remember who took the shot. It might have been Eze. I can't remember. But he's just playing in a position that isn't where he should be. He's not a CDM, but he's being shoehorned into being a CDM, where his biggest attribute is his passing qualities. Now, the problem is, when you've got all 11 players in our half, the problem becomes that he's not able to find passes. You know, he would have been really good in that Spurs game on Wednesday with Mangala and O'Brien. He would have been really good. But for me, I don't think it was his best performance. I'm a massive fan of his. I want to see him playing higher up the pitch. And for me, Freuler is a 6 today. Maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe I'm being too generous. Let's see what you guys are saying. Where are we? Where do we start here? Scrolling up. Oh, we've got a new member, Mark Gibson. Thank you so much for becoming a member, and congratulations. 1, you've donated 99p to the charity, and secondly, you'll be in the draw straight after these player ratings. So guys, make sure to stick around to see if you win. Thank you so much, matey. I really do appreciate it. Picture's good for me, says Michael. What's your internet provider? It's not Virgin. No, it's not. Who am I with? Like BT Sky or something like that. I can't remember. Set it up so many years ago. Mark says, has Peter the Irish guy been on yet to give his Cooper out message? Not yet. I don't know. I can't. I've only got it on member chat at the moment. So if he has, I haven't seen it. Michael's giving Freuler a 7. Red Nosty giving Freuler a 7, saying breaks the play up well. Stoney's saying 8, man of the match. Fair enough, but I don't agree. Xenia says he's a box to box. That I agree with. Freuler did okay. 7, says James. Chock-a-Block saying 6, disappeared a lot. I agree with that. Hussein is giving him a 6. Random's giving him a 7. Kazenia is saying be perfect if he had DMC covering him. I agree. Or there was a double pivot of like a Mangala and an O'Brien. I keep saying it. Tim saying Freuler mediocre. Obviously his ability, but consistently uninspiring. I think he has been contaminated by Yates and Kouyate. Back pass king, 6 out of 10. He gets suckered into that, doesn't he? A lot of back passes. James giving him a 6. Stone said, my issue right now, Freuler isn't really a CDM. Exactly what I've been saying. However, I like Wednesday's formation, but that had a CDM. But I'd want Mangala and O'Brien in the 2 CMs. I mean, it would have to be a 4-2-3-1, and maybe you would sacrifice Freuler. Mark's giving Freuler a 7. Bobby's saying Freuler is a wheelchair with Kouyate and Yates 7 today. I think that's what he's saying. Michael's saying MG Dub, man of the match. Shanghai Noon Freuler is serviceable 7. Adam's giving him a 6. And then Cassini is saying 2 games, 2 clean sheets without Cook. Hate to say it, but I don't want to say I told you so. But what I would like to say is, if you are new in here, please do hit that subscribe button. We're 13 away from 100 likes. Hit that like as well. And there's my boy Dino coming in with a 6 on Freuler. So let's move on, because I really want to get into the giveaway. I'm so excited to see who's going to win this shirt. I can't wait. Who's won something before in a giveaway? Okay, next up is Kouyate. Now, I'm a little disappointed that he played, because I was under the understanding that he had a knock. So I don't know why he was risked over the use of O'Brien. I don't get it. I don't get it. A couple of late ones coming in. Thomas saying Freuler 5 for 6, and Tim saying, oh, he's already on Kouyate. Okay. For me, he has one half of good football in him, and then he tanks. Yeah. But he's gone into the match with a knock, and he looked like he'd come off the pitch with an injury. If I'm him and I've got an injury on the eve of the World Cup, I'm pissed at Cooper. I really am. With O'Brien sitting there. And don't get me started on how Colback got on before O'Brien. But for me, did he do much? I don't know. I just think maybe he was a little protective. Maybe he was carrying a bit of a knock. He's definitely somewhere between a 6, 6.5 for me, something like that. But I just feel sorry for him if he is injured. And I don't know what... I guess he's not the kind of player to refuse to play. But 6 for me. 6 for me. I would question why he started. Not so much about what he did on the pitch, is why did he start? I don't know if he went off with a knock. I don't know if he went, but he looked like he was limping a bit. And I really will still feel sorry for him. Look, do I actually care what happens in the World Cup? You know, in terms of do they get to play? No, all I care about is they come back fit. That's my #1 priority. But you've got to have a little bit of sympathy. You've got to have a little bit of sympathy for him. Okay, let's have a look at what you guys are saying. So Tim says Kouyate 7.5 for the effort he puts in and his knack of making important interceptions. Hussein's giving him a 6. Dean's saying 6.23 for Wile Coyote. James saying Kouyate is 7. Bobby's saying 6, but this is due to Cooper. I do agree with that. Stone is saying 0 out of 10, get him off the pitch. Choco-Block saying Kouyate is a Patrick Vieira on a bad day, a 6. Michael's giving him a 6. Should have had O'Brien instead. I do agree with that. Immortal Wolf's giving him a 6. Stone the Third saying realistically though a 5. Shanghai Noon saying Kouyate is similar to Freuler, by the way, 6 and 7 for me. Did nothing wrong, but still would prefer O'Brien or Mangala over him. Same as James saying Kouyate is 6. Thomas is saying Kouyate is 6, not his best game. Looked like he was carrying a knock. Yeah, and he was carrying a knock. That was the story from yesterday. Red Nasty saying Kouyate 7, LOL, like most of the rest of them in the team. It is a 6, 7 out of 10 performance today. I know it's weird with a win, but it wasn't an inspiring win. Stone said, speaking of the World Cup, what's the content going to be while World Cup's on? We'll still have plenty of content coming for you in the World Cup. We'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. Michael says, will we see Kouyate before his contract expires in 2025? Bro, don't get me depressed. And Adam saying 7, I would be really mad if I got injured if I was him and missed the World Cup. I agree with that. And Tommy's giving him a 5 to a 6 as well. Okay, let's move on to Johno. I want to praise him, but he's just... something's still not right with Johno. Let me just bring him up, guys, quickly. Something's still not quite right with Johno. It's still this confidence issue. We're 10 away from 100 likes. Please do hit that like button. And let's even get like 5 or 6 more subscribers. Look, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of the match, I did notice him trying to like run in behind. It was Mitchell, wasn't it? Their left back. He failed at it a few times. His crossing was atrocious. It was horrific. There's just a lack of confidence. There was some times where he got in behind and you expect bang, Roadrunner's gone. But he was getting caught. Look, Mitchell ain't no slouch. I get that. But still, I fancy Johno in a foot race over most people. He kind of got the assist. You could say he had the shot that the keeper had. I'm pretty sure it came back off the keeper, if I'm not mistaken. And he kind of parried it back onto him. But outside of that, for me, he's still missing a lot of confidence. And confidence is the key issue with Johno right now. What gives him confidence? It has to be a goal. A goal will get him up. But he did work hard, but it wasn't... It's better than some of his previous performances. but he is about a 5 or a 6 for me, something like that. It wasn't terrible, but I just know the player that's within him, and I don't want to mark him down too harshly because I still think there is a great player in him. So I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. I think I'm being a little generous if I'm being honest with you. But I do have Johno goggles. I do. I'm not going to... Look, if I'm unbiased against a player, I'll tell you. If I'm biased towards them, I will tell you. I still firmly believe he will come good. But I just don't know if he's quite there yet. I don't know. I'm going to give him a 6. Let's see what you guys are saying. Am I being too generous? Let's have a look. Let me scroll up. Thomas says we were 100% set up today to nullify Palace. Huge attacking threat. Job done, but not pretty. Stone says Johno was on the pitch. Poor for Johno. 5 out of 10. Forest on top. Go follow him on TikTok, everyone. Is a 7. Stone is saying it's a 5. Hussein is giving him a 6. Immortal Wolf is giving him a 5. Red Gnostic giving him a 5. I agree something's not right. Thomas giving him a 5. Poor performance. James saying Johno is absolutely awful. So bad at 2. Dino's giving him a 7. He did some good things. Love it when he runs at player. Doesn't work strikerless for me. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get on to Cooper. Michael saying 7 for Johno. Should have had one today. Miski says, I like the 3 at the front together, but agree, Wolverine. We definitely need a striker in front of him. I 100% agree. I think most people would agree with that. I think that was the most I saw on Twitter, outcry in terms of requiring a striker. Johno was shocking, says Tim. Can't give more than a 4. His cross and end product, disgusting, needs dropping. I mean, Tim, you're probably right in your number. I just, and I shouldn't do this, but I just want him to be good, man. Because look, for me, it's different marking Johno over marking Cook, for example. Cook, I know, is crap and he's not going to get better. Johno, I'll admit, is playing crap, but his potential is higher. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just trying with him. I shouldn't do it while I'm trying to be objective. So, realistically, probably a 5, and I've added him 1 for my Johno goggles. Peter's giving him a 6. Michael's correcting himself, giving him a 6. Choco-Block is saying, Johno 6.5. I'm glad he's got the fire back in his eyes, but his decision-making needs sharpening. Stone's saying, can Yates play at CDM? I wouldn't play him as a CDM. Where did I get to? Casino says, Johno made some decent runs, but he looked scared to take the man on. No confidence. It's confidence. It's 100% confidence. Bobby's giving him a 7. Can't flourish with the midfield Cooper plays. Too generous, said Red Gnostic. I've held my hands up. I know it's generous, but I don't want to... You guys are right. You guys are right. If I'm going to be in part... If it's not Johno's face there, I would have given that performance a 5. I've got to apologize, and I've got to try and be honest, haven't I? I can't show biases. You guys are going to be like, but you always show biases to Lodi and Morgan Gibbs-White. We're all human. We're all human. You're right. I've got to correct it. Stone says, I think it's because he doesn't have the backup last season. Jed Spence. I think Jed Spence was great for him. Adam says 7. Okay, but crossing was woeful. Still low on confidence. 6 from Jason. Michael says, sadly, I have Yates goggles, so I feel your pain. Hussein is giving him he's giving Lingard a 7. You lot are on Lingard. My God, man. Give me a second here. Give me a freaking second. Southpaw's giving him a 5. All right, let's move on to Lingard. And I'm just going to say, I told you so. Oh, crap. What did I just press? I'm just going to say, I told you so. And I dare anyone to argue with that. I told you so is my assessment of Lingard. He is crap. He still is crap. He has one magical game. And again, little caveat here. I have anti-bias Lingard goggles on. So say what you want. He's not showing what he's all about. He missed absolute sitters again today, man. Absolute sitters. He had one from the penalty spot. And he finesses it out wide. No. 7s. No. I'm sorry. No. It doesn't work with Gibbs-White and Lingard on the same pitch. It's one or the other. It's simple as that. I don't know why you guys are going all Johno on him. Lingard's 6, got into some good scoring position, but finishing was poor. Won't give up on him yet because there's a player in there. I don't care anymore because look at that. As soon as I cuss Lingard out, I lost the sub. Wow. And people take this stuff so personally. He's not a 7 for me. He's 6 at best. At best. He can't miss chances like that. He can't. And you guys are saying there's a player in him. After the World Cup's finished, Scarpa's going to be pretty much at Forest. I'd rather play Scarpa. I would rather play Scarpa. I'll be doing a video on Scarpa and you guys are going to see how good he is. But I'm sorry, he's crap. Bobby, don't you start banging that drum, Bobby. Don't you start banging that drum. He's not what... one, he's not what our future is. 2, he cares about himself more than the goddamn club. I don't care about his fake celebrations at the end with MG Dub. I don't care if you guys think I've got anti-Lingard goggles on, because I have. I am not forgiving 14 matches of crap for one performance in in a Mickey Mouse Cup. I'm sorry, but that's not it. If he wants to go and hit some 8s out of 10 for the next 5 games, then fine, I'll forgive him. But I'll tell you what, the moment Scarpa walks through that door, I ditch Lingard for Scarpa. In fact, I ditch Lingard for Dennis as soon as Dennis is back fit. That's just my opinion. But you guys wait till I put together that Scarpa video, and Scarpa's unreal. Michael, you're right. Probably will be another bidet. We'll probably see Cook playing instead of Scarpa, but that's a whole other issue. I'm giving Lingard a 5. I'm sorry, but he was not good enough. I can't wait for Megaphone to see my Lingard rating because he's going to go absolutely crazy because he texts me saying Lingard's playing great. I'm like, no. But sorry, you don't miss guillotine chances like that. And thank God the goal broke to Gibbs-white and not to Lingard. Thank God, because he would have missed that. He would have missed that. 5 for me for Lingard. Let's see what you guys are saying. So many 7s. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Nella Dan, who's meant to be asleep, is saying 7. Southpaw Red's giving him a 6. Kazini is saying Lingard really needs to play in the cam position, not L-dub. That's the actual point, Kazini. You've hit the nail on the head. Stop shoehorning him and Gibbs-white in the same team. One or the other. That's it. It's plain and as simple as that. Dean saying Lingard a 6. Thomas saying Lingard a 6. Gone to some good scoring positions, but finishing was poor. Red Nosty saying 5. I agree with you, Red Nosty. He's only there for the money. I wouldn't go as far as saying for the money. I would actually go as far further. I lost another sub as well for cussing Lingard down. This is hilarious. But I don't care. Look, unsub all you want, yeah? I'm just going to tell you what I think. So unsub away. I couldn't give a shit. You're just going to hear my opinion and then agree or disagree with it. This is football. What was I reading? Yeah, I wouldn't say he's here for the money, Red. I'd say he's past it. He's past it. He's got the odd good performance in him in the Mickey Mouse Cup, but no. Stone questioning 7s. Random saying Lingard, for me, had a decent game. Yes, he missed some chances, but he got into those positions where no one else did, a 7. But he didn't score him. He didn't score. I could go and get into a position and I'd miss the chance. What are you going to give me, an 8? Chocolblock says, I've been against Lingard this season, but you remember him getting... But can you remember him getting as many chances in the past? I have to give him some credit. An 8. Look, there's getting chances and there's being a bender. And he's a goddamn bender. He should have buried that one from the penalty spot. He's an absolute bender. Michael saying, but he's getting into the positions. You can't just say he's getting into the positions and missing the chances. You can't. He's got to score the chances. Yes, you're in the positions, but put it away. I am sorry, but if you're paying someone 200 grand and they can't hit the target from the penalty spot, I would. That's like me at work or something, typing up a report, and I just hand them in a blank paper. I was like, hi, can I have my paycheck, please? Yeah, but the paper's blank. Yeah, but I got in the right position. I was behind the computer screen, but I just couldn't be asked to type. So can I have my money now, please? That's the difference with it. It's not like you brought on Taylor, yeah? And if Taylor had missed that chance, you'd be like, it's good to see a young kid getting in the right position, making a chance, having a good footballing brain, yeah? That's the difference. With Lingard, he should be hitting the target. I'm not even saying score. I'm saying work the keeper. There's too many benderism shots from him. His lob over the keeper was horrific when he was through on goal. He may have been offside for it, but it was absolutely bent. I'm sorry, he's not good enough. My opinion. Agree or disagree, it's completely up to you. Michael's saying, but he's getting in the position. Kazinia's saying a 5. James is saying Lingard is 6. Shanghai giving him a 6. Bobby's saying 8. Yes, another goal scored. Tim saying Lingard 5. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Usual crap. Just Jesse doing Jesse things. No end product, no potential. Very different from Johno. Johno, yes, at least has potential. Exactly. Exactly the difference. Southpaw saying, can't play all 3. Need a striker. Fully agree. Looking forward to seeing Scarpa, says Thomas. 5 from Shelton. Michael saying, will Scarpa be another... Oh, we've read that one. Southpaw. Oh, Chen Yu Chan, thank you so much for subscribing. And Wimmel Kind, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Here comes goddamn Forest Dan, shut up yourself. He's a bender. Go look at the 2 guillotine chances he missed. Go look at it and tell me that that performance deserves his 200 grand paycheck this week. Thomas saying no way he's on 200. I don't care if it's 50 grand. Yeah, 50 grand. Most of us in here do not make 50 grand a year. He makes it a week. Yeah, it's 80 grand, whatever it is. Yeah, just put that into perspective when you're asking someone to. He wasn't under pressure. It's the one from the penalty. He's not under any pressure, and he's a goddamn bender. That's all I've got to say about it. No homophobic language. That's not homophobic. Bender means you didn't hit the ball straight. Bender means you missed the target. That's all it is. Random said, I think his reputation on wages is casing a slight bias against him. Where are we? Stone says, put anyone in the chat on 8K a week would back. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly right. Love the passion, Wolverine says randoms. Keith says, I don't think we can calm down too much. We need to be realistic at this point. Time is ticking. Agreed. Chuck saying, I believe he's on set. I don't care what he's on. I don't care what he's on. Be it 50K, 80K, 200K, a million K. You do not miss the target from there. Stone says exactly 8K. Yeah, and we'll bag all of them. Simon says Bender like Beckham. Tim says Bentgard needs dropping. Agreed. Look, you can't say. All of you yesterday were saying, well, no, the majority of you are saying don't play both of them. Don't play both of them. Don't play both of them. Lingard and Gibbs-white. What does Cooper do? He's like, 2 fingers up at you lot. I'm going to play both of them. Cooper didn't have the bollocks to not do it. Gibbs-white should have started. Lingard could have come on as a sub. So seriously, that's that for me. And anyway, let's move on to Gibbs-white. Gibbsy, where is my boy Gibbsy? And if anyone is going to tell me that Lingard was better than Gibbs-white today, then let's just end the stream, because I don't know shit about football if that's the case. Seriously. Let me get that fife away from me. God, no. I'm sorry. Let me ask. In fact, let's do. You guys have got me going now. You guys have got me going. We're doing a goddamn poll. We're doing a poll. I can't even spell his name right. I'm so hot under the collar. Answer that question. Who was better today, Gibbs-white or Lingard? Answer that question. All right, we'll do that for a minute while I have a drink. Already 82% are on Gibbs-white. How am I getting so much kickback when 82% of you are saying Morgan was better than Lingard? I don't get it. I don't get it. Already 51 of you have voted. Let's give it another 30 seconds. Get your votes in. Those Lingard lovers. Those Lingard fanboys. I'm not getting trolled because there's enough honest people in here or non-trollers, Thomas, who are voting correctly. I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree, Stone. Here come the trollers. Here come the trollers, right? I'm ending it. So if you guys want to troll, you got seconds to troll. And I know Forest Dan has voted Lingard. All right, ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, done. 77% of you went for Morgan Gibbs-white. You're literally justifying what I'm saying, yet still arguing with me with what I voted for Lingard. I don't want to talk about Lingard anymore. I want to talk about this guy. This guy is the future of Forest. Say what you want. Say you're 42 million BS. Whatever. He cost us 25 mil. I would love him to cost us 42 mil because he would have ticked the boxes on all the requirements to get him to 42 mil. I'm sorry, but this guy bleeds Forest. You guys go on about Yates, Worrall, and all the other Nottingham grown players. This guy plays like he was born in Nottingham. He cares. He fights. He's amazing. I love him. He's my favorite player. I'm going to say I don't care. He's my favorite player. And what did he need? He needed that one goal against Brentford. He goes and scores today. First to react. Okay, I still think it was offside. I need to see it again. Like, it's probably he was onside because you can't really be offside with those lines. But for me, the key to this all is you either play Gibbs-white or you play that other guy. You don't play them both. You don't play them both. You need Awoni in front of these guys. I still don't think we're seeing the best out of him because we're playing him in the wrong position. He's not a false nine. He's a cam. Play him as the cam and he will do magic in the middle. Dennis on the left, Gibbs-white, Johnson, and then Awoni in front of him. There's your front four. End of discussion as far as I'm concerned. Forest will go and win the league. I'm giving Morgan Gibbs-white today. I'm going to give him... My God, you guys have got me going under the collar. No, I'm not giving him an 85, for God's sake. In fact, he does deserve an 85. I'm giving him an 8. A nice solid 8. Now, I'm going to say it wasn't the Brentford performance, but it was a good performance from Morgan. I'm giving him an 8. Argue that. Argue that, guys. Oh, I need to take a little breath here. Need to take a little breath. We're on 100 likes. Thank you guys so much. Please do subscribe and hit the like button if you are new here. Well, even if you're old here, hit the like button. You can do that. Now, quick reminder, because we've only got Cooper, the sub, and Man and Match to do, and then we'll be giving away this little beauty here to the members. So if you're a member, get in. Or if you want to be a member and in the draw, it's only 99p and that's going to charity. So do your bit for the community. The Nottingham Hospitals charity, I always struggle to say it. They support all 4 hospitals in Nottingham. They do amazing work. They save lives. The NHS is unreal. Like, I've grown up with the NHS. My dad worked in the NHS. He came out of retirement to help during COVID and he's still working in there now. So this one's really close to my heart. The amount of work, tireless work they do without asking for nothing back from us. So let's give them something without them asking. So just hit that join button. Or if you want to donate more than 99p, click on the link in the description below and donate as much as you can spare. And look, again, Nottingham Now and Then, he said that if 100 of you right now donate 99p, just think about what, 99p is less than a cup of tea. If all of us just avoid 1 cup of tea now, we can make £100 for this wonderful charity. So please hit that join button and let's get another 100 quid before we do the draw. I'd love for another 100 people to be in on the draw. Anyway, let's go into the Morgan Gibbs-white votes from you guys. Oh God, there we go. All kinds of comments here. Keith, I love you. Can we send Jesse on a spiritual retreat to find himself if he comes back after the World Cup? I say just leave him on that retreat. Miski saying MG Dub is arguably our guest player. Stone says the future, I'd give that to Johno. But I'm talking Stone on how they're performing now as well. Not only is he performing well, but he is the future. Michael's giving him a 9 man of the match. Southpaw saying Lingard and MG Dub can't play together. I love you, bro. I love you. James saying MG Dub 8. Random saying MG Dub had a slow start. Was a little lost in his position. 7 because of the goal. Dean saying MG Dub 7. Class at times, but did not work in these. It does not work in this stupid system up front. Peter saying an 8. Agree MG Dub is the man, says Thomas. Stone says there's a difference. This is different. The defense higher rating than everyone else on the pitch. Yeah. Tommy's saying MG double goggles Wolverine gonna give him an 8 or a 9. It's my ratings, Tommy. You're welcome to do your own stream and put your rating. One Big Games. Thank you so much for the 99p towards the charity. And you will be in the draw straight after this rating show. Paul's giving MG Dub a 9. Chuckablock saying MG Dub isn't necessarily our best player, but he's the best footballer. Like how Nigel Clough wasn't our best player, but had the best footballing brain. Very interesting analysis there. Random says he has to sit just in front of Mangala and Freuler. Spot on. Michael's saying, but as a false 9, he scored today. Exactly. Even out of position, we're still seeing great football from him. Oof, that's generous. In my opinion, a 6 is fair, says Stone. Adam saying MG Dub class, cares about the club, always gives his all. Better than crap guard 8.5. Adam, you got that footballing brain. Red Nasty says, nah, not an 8. It's my opinion, guys. It's my opinion. You guys give whatever you want. Stoney giving the ref a decent score. We'll get onto the ref. Okay, have I missed anyone? I don't think so. 1B game. Now he's in. You Reds, what an atmosphere. How you doing, buddy? Thanks again for donating. Cousin said, I'm pretty sure yesterday the poll between MG Dub and Lingard to start for today's game. And Lingard won the percentage. No, MG Dub won it. MG Dub won it. At least I think he did. All right, very quickly. I'm just going to do the subs. I'm just going to rattle through them. I don't think any sub came on and made a huge difference. Let me just... guys, help me with the subs. And I've got him here. Okay, so freaking Colback. Why he's still even in the club, I don't know. But Colback somehow found his way onto the damn pitch. I saw him. Oh God! Oh no! I think I saw him make one clearance. For me, it's just look. Most of the subs is going to be straight 6s. In all honesty, I don't think we need to dwell on these. Colback is 6 for me. Sturridge was next. Let's bring him up. Sturridge, for me, had one decent chance and should have scored, but it was a pretty crappy shot. I'm just going to give him a 6. I just don't think, and I've got nothing, I really honestly have nothing against him. I think his finishing has been poor in the 2 games I've seen of him, whereas last year he looked really sharp at finishing. What I really like about him is his pressing, but we need more than just pressing, but pressing is important. O'Brien, for me, is just someone please explain to me how Colback got on the pitch before O'Brien. O'Brien's closing ability and winning the ball high up the pitch is on levels compared to Colback. Colback is finished. Why are we still... I understand it if O'Brien and Mangala are on the pitch and then you bring Colback on for the last 5 minutes. I mean, as I said in the live chat, I was like, did Cooper turn around and say, yo, Ginge, you're up? And Colback got his training kit off before O'Brien did. Look, how many minutes? He got 4 minutes. I mean, that's an insult to how good he is. 4 minutes. I'm just giving him a 6, but I'm really annoyed at Cooper for that substitution. I think I don't know why he didn't start. I don't know why he didn't start. No doubt we're going to hear in the press conference he's got some broken ankle or something, or he got COVID again. I don't know what we're going to hear, but I'm sorry, but it's a joke the way these substitutions are done. Nico Williams, again, we'll just give him a 6, and that's all the subs done. All right, let's talk about Cooper, then we'll do the man of the match, and then we'll get on to the giveaway. We'll get on to the giveaway once we get 150 likes, so hit those like buttons, keep those coming in, and let's bring up Cooper. For me, there's pluses and minuses to Cooper's performance. I'm gonna say big thumbs up for dropping Cook. Massive thumbs up for dropping Cook. Will you stick with that? I guess we'll find out in 6 weeks. Really disappointing to see no number 9. And it was glaring. From about the 10th minute, you could see that it was glaring. Red Dog, what do you want, Red Dog? 10s across the board? Do you want me to sit there and go, happy clap, 10 to everyone? Red Dog, understand, we're ecstatic that we got the 3 points. Ecstatic. But we're judging the performances. If you don't like it, fuck off. It's pretty simple. We're all happy about the 3 points, man. We're all happy. Just understand, you got to look at the performance as well. And you got to look at the tactics. You got to look at when he made his subs. You got to look at the starting lineup. It's that simple. You don't like it, you find it offensive, go watch another YouTuber or something who'll happy clap with you. Anyway, the starting lineup for me, I really like the back five. I was fine with it. I was actually fine with the midfield, apart from O'Brien, I think should have started. I don't like the way he set up that front three at all. I really don't like it. Lingard shouldn't have been on the pitch. Look, we found out Dennis was injured. I probably would have... I mean, what could you have done with that? I don't know. I don't know. With knowing what I know, I would have changed formation to a 4-2-3-1. But with that 4-3-3, you got to play Awoni. You do. You play Awoni, maybe put Gibbs-white on the left and drop Lingard. Something like that. Something like that. But you can't keep persisting. My biggest problem with this front three, with this false nine, is that we've seen it so many times this season where it hasn't worked. So he can't just keep persisting with it. And, you know, Gibbs-white got us the goal out of it. So for me, that was poor. His substitutions are horrific. They've been horrific all season. How can you get a 10 for winding me up? Yes, you can. And you're right. It's my time of the month. Look, I'm about to get a year older on Friday, yeah? It's going to be a rough week for me. It's going to be a rough week for me. But look at these subs, yeah? Ignore the Colback sub. Well, don't ignore the Colback sub, but ignore the circumstances of the Colback. It wasn't a tactical. It looked to me like an injury or Kouyate gassing, yeah? The first substitution happens in the 81st minute. It ain't 50. Here he goes again. I'm turning 21 again. 81st minute is pathetic to not make changes. When we scored in the 54th minute, it was poor. It was poor to see. Overall, I'm happy with the win. We got to give him some plus points for the win. But that front three doesn't work for me. The back five, happy with. The midfield, I can stomach. Cole back on instead of O'Brien is insulting, in my opinion, to O'Brien. I'm going to give Cooper, I think I'm going to give him a 6. I think it's a 6 for me. But he's got the 3 points. Look, if you Cooper in or out, it's not even worth the debate because he's going nowhere. We scraped the 3 point. I think had we even scraped a draw, he would have survived. It's a waste of breath to talk about it. And he's going to survive. But what are we seeing here? Are we seeing signs of some potential? We've seen steps forwards and step backwards in this game. I'm sorry, but to play drop back against Palace and show them respect like it was Real Madrid, for me was pathetic. It really was. Why did we not play in the same hungry pressing style that we did against Spurs, who are a bigger team than Palace? And we're at home. 31% possession is not good enough. It's not good enough. The more I'm talking about this, the more I'm looking at that 6, I'm thinking it's a 5. Half the passes. Let me just run you again through the stats. 31% possession to Palace's 69. 281 passes for Forest. 624 for Palace. Our passing accuracy was 71. Theirs was 87. Yeah. We'll do the whole in-depth match thing as well. But I've got to come down to a 5. The more I was talking, the more it felt 6 is too high. He's got to get these substitution right. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm giving him a 5. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? Xenius, I don't know how far back up I've got to go. I was ranting for quite a bit. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna start with okay. Red Nasty saying 6 because we won. Stoney giving him a 5. Misky 5. 6 for the squad for the subs. So Stoney. Keith swings and roundabout 6. Adam saying 5. Crap tactics as usual, not prem quality. Agreed. Random's giving him a 7. Subs a little late. Michael saying, can I give the ref an 8 and VAR a 10? Michael Topham, this is giving Cooper a 7. Red Nasty saying Man City did okay with no number 9. I think there's differences between us and Man City. Zenio saying Cooper, well done on the win, but the starting lineup is questionable and his subs and subs timing were inconsistent. I fully do agree with that. James saying Cooper gets a 5. Questions need to be asked over him the next 5 weeks. Thomas saying we won nullified Palace 7. However, we need to play a number 9, whatever midfield he goes with. Chuckablock saying a 5. Got us a win, so must be doing something in the changing room. Wasn't happy with the lack of attackers though. We're realists, not optimists, said Stone. Maureen, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. He's giving him a 3 out of 20. He baffles me so much. Makes no sense playing MG Dub and Lingard together. No striker at home. We were lucky that Palace weren't good today. Cooper had CH tactics too deep. Calm down, Wolver. I need to calm down. It's like I've never ever been frustrated with a win. It's like such a weird emotion. It's just so frustrating to see that performance, yet you're happy with the 3 points. It's just weird. Bobby asking about Keith. Hope you're feeling well. Good to see you. It's lovely to have him out of the hospital. And Kazinia said there is no football conversation if it's 10s everywhere for a scrappy 1-0 win. People don't use their brains. Agreed. Stoney says he's talking to someone else. And yes, I am. It is that time of month. Okay, let me quickly run through because I want to do the giveaway. So I've closed now. Any one member will not be drawn in this one. You will qualify for the one tomorrow. The Gingers got confused. Foreign Ant said Wolverine's becoming a crotchety lid man shouting at the clouds. I mean, when you think about it, I'm shouting at a computer screen. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Crotchety is a great word, Ant says Keith. I think I've got everyone's. I'm feeling all happy clappy. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Guys. Don't miss week's time, Wolverine pregnant. Okay, guys, it's time. It's time for this. But we got to make it fun. We got to make it fun. So this is, remember, this is the members giveaway. There'll be another members giveaway tomorrow. And anyone who's donated to the charity, let's just bring up this. If you want to donate, either scan the barcode or click on the link in the description below as well. Let's get into this. I'm looking forward to this. All right, let me do something here. Hold on. You guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. Okay. Let me bring this up. Let me get it on full screen. All right. So we'll come to this screen, I think. Are you guys ready? Who thinks they're going to win it? If you think you're going to win it, say me. Or give... No. Put your... members that are in here. Put your favorite forest emoji for good luck. Just one of the forest emojis for good luck. Put it in there while I just very quickly say it. It's going to take me 2 seconds. Here we go. Oh, God, we need to move the team sheet. Okay. Look at the amount of members we have. This community is crazy. It's crazy. All right, guys. For this beautiful shirt right here. Right here. Before we get the wheel spinning, let's see one, who wins it, and 2, which player was the good luck charm. Oh, there's loads going in. Adam's gone for Cluffy, smart choice. Randoms has gone for Owoni. Miski's gone for MG Dub. Stoney really is hoping for Henderson to save him here. Thomas has gone for the money with Marinakis. Casinio has gone for MG Dub. Southpaw's gone for the cluster. Peter's just gone for the come on you Reds. Oh, Ant's gone for the Greek father. Keith's gone for Surge. John's gone for MG Dub. Forza saying now and then deserves it all, mate. What a donation. Don't worry about now and then. I've got my boy covered. Don't worry. Lonnie saying MG Dub. James saying come on you Reds. James is gone with Cluffy. All right, are you guys ready? Dino is gonna chat me that shirt. Okay. Are you guys ready? You can. If you want to pause, look, I put everyone in, including the guys who have just joined. This is complete live, complete clarity. Good luck to everyone. I hope whoever wins the shirt is a double XL. Here we go. Let's get a countdown, please. 3, 2, 1. Let's spin that wheel and let's see who wins it. Oh, drum roll, please. Here we go. Don't be Forest Dan. Don't be Forest Dan. There'll be so many questions asked if it's Forest Dan or Eds. Don't be Forest Dan or Eds. Oh, here we go. And it's slowing down. I've seen Ben there. Joe's there. It's gone past Charlie. It's coming up to Andy. It's going to stop on... Oh, it just went past Casinio. Bobby just missed it. Red Nosty is going to be randoms. No, it's not. It's Chris. Oh, it's gone to Sugar. Is it stopping? Sugar wins it. Sugar wins it. Congratulations to Sugar. Oof, that was intense. I saw a few of you guys' names just miss out. Could you guys quite see your names there at the end, or was I in the way? Well done, Sugar. What I will do one more spin. So, Sugar, I don't know if you're in the chat. You've got till Sunday night to get in touch with me. I'm going to do one more spin as a backup as well, okay? So, just in case. Is Sugar in the chat? I don't know. It just missed your name, Michael, did it? All right, we're going to do one more chat. One more spin, sorry. Just in case Sugar doesn't get in touch, okay? So you guys ready? Let me remove Sugar. Here we go. So for the backup, just in case Sugar isn't around today, here we go. Johno's on the spin. Johno's on the spin. Let me move that mic out the way. Starting to slow down. Oh, poor Johno, man. He's going to be sick. No wonder his crosses were so off today. Here we go. It's starting to slow down. I really thought it was landing on Warren. Here we go. Here we go. It's in the same kind of area. It's just gone past Fonzie. Charlie, it's just gone past you. It's coming up to Simon. And it's going to stop on Martin, I think. It could be Stanny. It's going to be Stanny. No, wait. It's not. It's gone to Will. Will as backup. He's already won before with that. So, Will, that's backup for you. I'll give Sugar. I'll give Sugar a couple of days to get through. If not, Will, I'll get. He won the bottle, didn't he, in the Predictor League as well? Man, Will, you should have played the lottery. But yeah, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll get in touch with Sugar. I'll reach out to Sugar. We will be doing that again tomorrow for the members. You can't stand the stress. Was anyone's name close there? I thought it was going to land on Stan, and then that would have been controversial because that's Ant's brother. Ben was there. Let me see if there's any other names there. Tom was close there. Martin was really close. Should have auctioned it. Well, we made so much money anyway. You're a quarter of the circle away. That was intense. I mean, we could just eliminate it and it would take forever. Anyway, guys, we'll be doing that again. So the members, again, you still got a chance tomorrow. And anyone who's donated as well, we'll chuck all those names into the wheel on a separate. There's 2 more of these shirts to give away. So massive congratulations to Sugar. I really hope you enjoyed that wheel. It's always a good bit of fun to put a bit of tension on it. There's no fan forum today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I need a break. We have a Forest forum, I think, tomorrow. I've just got to check with the boys, but I've been on annual leave this week and put a crap load of hours in, so I need to spend a bit of time with the wife and kids as well. But if you enjoyed it, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Many congratulations to Sugar. I will reach out to Sugar. If not, it's going to go to Will. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've really enjoyed it. Look, To summarize, we've had a massive 3 points. Look, put the performance to one side. The result is more important. I'll finish with that, and I started with that. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still plenty and plenty of work to do. And I've just pointed it out. Agree, disagree, cry, happy, clap about it. Those, you're entitled to do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, 3 huge points for Forest, and that's the most important thing. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on probably the in-depth analysis tomorrow, and then the Forest Forum. If you guys want it, start spamming Ant and Ez and Megaphone and Rads to get it in there. But what a great performance! What a great result, and what a crap performance. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you for staying with me from 2 o'clock as well. Have a great evening, everyone. Look, smile away. We got the 3 points. I'm just grumpy because I'm tired. That's all. I'll sleep on it, and no doubt I'll feel a lot better about it. It's good to have 3 points, and we'll see you tomorrow. Please like before you leave and subscribe if you haven't already. Come on, you Reds.